Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Cobalt Core, where I am having one of my mild neurological episodes and I've been awake for 27 hours. Is this a good time to pilot a spaceship? I guess we're gonna find out. So let's go do the thing. It's not like the optimal circumstances, but also like what am I gonna do? So I think we are definitely still in remove basic shot mode. There are certainly cards here where I would like an upgrade. Obviously, like Battalion could use an upgrade. Wave Charge is not a bad target, but we got to get this basic shot out of here. It would be really sick if there were no cards in the deck that did absolutely nothing when we drew them. And hey look, it's an aquatic life form for a certain definition of aquatic. Alright, I kind of think let's use the attack drone to just eat the damage here. Pop out a Jupiter drone, toggle over, and that's pretty fun, right? And we'll just end the turn with energy up to bank shields. This is cowardice, though. The purest cowardice. Well, I'm going to go over here. We're going to toggle this. Let's get some crystal shards going. Ooh, we could energy drone. I think I'd rather stick the mage hand and then burn the corrupted core over saving the point of shield. Hey, parry's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like we can just toggle cannon into the parry here and be pretty happy. Oh hey, that was I wasn't even looking. I should pay more attention to the count on the Daka drum. It's cool that drew us a kill. So I was not actually expecting it. I don't think we need to pick this stuff up. I think we're actually good. Right, missile shot's kind of interesting. But we're already a little short on defensive options. I think, like, as far as adding more cards to the deck goes, it would basically just be, like, a shard production, so that we can get more value out of Zircon, what do you call it, Zircon Zip? Or more cards that have evasion on them, somehow. Speaking of wanting to evade... That's pretty not ideal. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we want to do this before anything else happens. And we are probably riding the Glissade out of here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Just scoot this way, toggle the cannon over, bank some resources and some shield. That is a lot of damage that we are that we are looking at there. This thing is a little frustrating. So we have to remember the stun calibrator. If I slide to the right one space, I think this is actually really good, right? Because we play the Jupiter drone. Oh no, I was thinking we had an attack here, but we absolutely don't. Because I was going to say Mage Hand turns on the stun calibrator and then Wave Charge does the stunning part. But shit, actually no, I think I've just destroyed our drone. Oh, you know what? The Daka drum. We wave beam now and then we get a chip shot, which allows us to cancel 2 intense. There we go. Very important to pay attention to that card. Let's get some crystals rolling here. Yeah, Daka Drum has so far been worth its weight in gold, for sure. And that's a pretty decent parry. Plays a little bit oddly with the lunge. So I think we want to just like scoot you over, perform the lunge, and then, yeah, parry. The parry doesn't show the stun icon. I was a little worried there that it wasn't actually going to do it. But yeah, that'll clean it up. And then obviously we have the juice here. All right, show me something cool. Nope, none of that stuff. Fracture detection is extremely hard not to take. All right, can we kill this thing all at once? Maybe not, actually. I mean, we can play an energy drone and just kind of like take it slow. Mage hand for shield and turn for shield. Okay, yeah, I'm not in super kill mode here, but it's fine. We'll lunge. We'll multi-shot, cancel an intent here. Burn that. I think I'm fine with this. I don't want to parallel shift, right? I guess it is slightly less damage. Yeah, and it lets me bank a point of drone movement. That's fine. Not a bad time for a battalion, honestly. We're definitely saving the parry. Yep. I think we just a battalion, toggle the cannon over. Let's get the wave charge running. There are a lot of turns where we are not getting particularly good use out of that stun. All right, well, now that we know the location of the brittle, we can put an attack drone in front of that. Maybe I want to start with the unpolished. I probably should start with the unpolished crystal. Let's see what we draw. So a glissade to the right, or a glissade to the left, puts us in a much better position damage-wise. But I think I am going to attack drone first, scoot it. I don't have a second attack, so we're not going to be able to take advantage of the stun no matter how we do this. So it doesn't really matter where I shoot this, I don't think. And then, yeah, we just glissade ourselves over this way. Or maybe, you know what, maybe I don't. Maybe I just stay right here and just toggle the cannon. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Pretty solid. Okay, well, sometimes you just get to do 12 damage. You know, an extra Jupiter drone is something I absolutely will take. Enemy cockpits are always weak is fine. Our deck is pretty small. I think sharp edges is actually really good. And then we definitely want to go to the repair yard. It doesn't matter which way we go between there. Temp shield every time an asteroid is destroyed is, I think, not very interesting. But also, I believe it's the first time we've taken that, so that puts it in the codex at least. And let's take an upgrade. Is it battalion? It's probably battalion. Yeah, Zircon Zip A is actually a really good card. Taking the exhaust off of parry is something worth thinking about as well, I think. Or like, yeah, adding an extra attack to multi-shot is something. Maybe putting us on double wave beam. I know this means we don't get the wave beam on the turn we play it, but it makes it so much more likely that we will be able to words. What's the thing I'm trying to say? Actually fire our stun calibrator. This is one of the major downsides of the being awake for 27 hours thing. My words. All my words are gone. I'm gonna take parry A, actually. This may seem a little bit silly, but I think like we're not reliant on its base damage, but like its base damage is extremely helpful. Alright, lunge puts me not quite in front of the missile bay that's always going to be shooting the bullshit at us. But we could get there. Right, yeah, I need to, if I scoot over once and then I lunge. I should have misplayed there. I should have deployed a Jupiter drone earlier. So what, we can basic dodge, move over, deploy the Jupiter drone now, and still get some pretty decent damage out here. Yeah, acceptable is what I would call that. Oh no, the fumes. Hey, can I please draw a card that deals damage? Well, the answer is no. I meant to I meant to hit parallel shift and then do that. That's fine. We're good. I didn't need to win the fight. It's not a big deal. Geez, yeah. Okay, we do have this, right? Yeah, I think so. So it's like Zircon zip to here, toggle the cannon, Jupiter drone, wave charge. Yeah, just silly mistake there. Okay, I don't think I want to take any of this. Inverter's cool, but... So we probably want one more upgrade. Is this the time to upgrade wave charge? Like, the battalion upgrade for just the final fight, I think is probably not worth it, especially given the likelihood that we will play battalion and immediately lose like 2 of the drones. I think I am going to take wave charge to wave charge B. I do think it's quite a bit better in the longer fight. All right, so... Wish I had more damage output. Okay. Let's toggle the cannon. I think we're just going to play Bloodstone Bolt. Wait, how do I want to do this? I want to lunge. So I'd like to cancel this. I guess I can't quite make this work the way I want. At least not with the lunge. Because I was thinking I want to use a stun shot coming out of the drone post lunge to cancel this intent. But there's no way to, if we take the first shot now, then the second shot comes out of the lunge before we can play the drone. Unless I want to just spend my evade. I mean, it's not bad, right? Oh, the problem is that we only have 2 attacks. So I do have to... The lunge does have to be one of them. So we might just have to let this happen, which is ugly. Yeah, alright. So we... lunge. Ah, except I was going to draw another attack. Right. But I needed to play the lunge to draw that, so whatever. Alright, so we chip shot now for... stun damage. This means we don't have to play Bloodstone Bolt. And then I can just Zircon zip. And we can get shielded on the other attack. That's fine. Alright, somewhere around here there is a brittle portion of the ship. It probably is pretty important that we find it. I suppose it doesn't have to be right this second. Alright, wave charge. Let's add some stuff to the deck, and we can just endure the attacks this turn. I think I'm going to play Energy Drone. Okay. Get some trash in the deck. Not a big deal, I think. Please draw me a second attack. Well, that's no good. That does not allow me to save my Jupiter drone. We'll toggle over. We'll cancel this. Yep, and our Jupiter drone is just dead. That's really annoying. We are not routinely drawing enough attacks to do 2 attacks per turn, even with all of the energy in the world, and that shit sucks. Okay, here we can toggle. We can just have at this a little bit. And I guess I am talking about spending a lot of damage effort on an armored piece of the ship. But I mean, it doesn't, it's all the same to the wave beam, I suppose. And then we can also battalion, get a little bit more damage out of that. Bank some more shield. Okay, so we know that the middle section of the ship and this thing also are all not, they are not the, what do you call it? The vulnerable part, the brittle piece. So I'm going to slide over. We definitely want to parry here. It's a nice big chunk of damage. Oh, hey, we found the brittle portion. Well, we're in a really good position to take advantage of that, actually. I think I Bloodstone Bolt that, right? Like, we just... Why would I stop? Why stop shooting? And we're already at shield cap, so I guess we can go ahead and play the Corrupted Core. Yeah, that's really good information. We are in good shape. That was a wonderful way to discover it. So Glissade plus move can get us something. Jupiter drone, Glissade, flux into wave beam. Lets us cancel some. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Everything's good. I was like, that's going to be a bunch of damage. I did not actually count it. So, all right, here we go. Isaac one more time. Okay, since we last talked, I've been having a lot more anxiety. That makes sense. You are stuck in a time loop, in a cycle of brutal violence. Yep, sure am. So, is this a dream? Or a simulation or something? Does it feel like one? No? Correct. It's not as helpful as it could have been. T-minus 48 days. Isaac. Ah, you scared me. Where's Dizzy? Well, he finished early. Then this can be our check-in. Right. Well, I haven't let him do any non-mission critical experiments. Good. I have to say, though, he is right. The crystal, I mean the core, it's strange. Explain. Well, for starters, radioisotope dating suggests it's older than the universe itself. Oh, that could be explained by other processes. What about X-ray, ultrasound, MRI? Well, it's opaque to every kind of scanning technology we've tried on it. Then keep trying. And the signal it emits, it seems to change in response to us. We haven't been able to decipher the output, though. Decipher? You think it's a message? Well, Dizzy does. He thinks it's alive. Do you? No, that would be silly. I mean, of course not. It's no, definitely not. Okay, well, I feel like that's more actual, information about what's going on than we've gotten from anybody else's memories so far. So that's something. And yeah, run number 9 means we are only one more completion away from unlocking the new boat. So, We can retire Isaac for a little while here. And if we do that, like, who are we going with? Do I want to keep playing with books all the time? How are we doing on books' cards and stuff? So there's a lot of cards we haven't seen yet. What are all these? Because, like, obviously, like, there's some overlap with Dizzy's stuff. We probably should play some more Dizzy. Riggs has a lot of cards we haven't seen yet. Remarkable number of parry cards that we haven't seen yet. Isaac still has a few. It's not just cards you haven't seen, right? It's cards you haven't taken. So that does complicate things a little bit, because there's probably a bunch of stuff we've seen and it was just like, oh, well, these are all garbage. Also interesting that there are so many, like, event cards. The ephemeral healing card is going to be like that one, probably. Yeah. Still, there's more that we haven't seen than I would have thought. Well, we still haven't gotten all of Books' artifacts, so I guess that's a good reason to keep playing Books. Max and Isaac, we've capped out our artifact listing on. So yeah, let's continue playing Books. And we haven't done the old Dizzy and Riggs thing in a while. Also, we haven't used... You know what we haven't used in a very long time is the Artemis. Just better, more interesting artifacts. You know what? Let's see if we can do the Artemis. We got the win on the hardest. I honestly don't think hardest is all that compelling. I think, like, this is around where the balance of the game is. It's somewhere in between these two. Where the balance of, like, difficulty that's challenging but still fun. So yeah, we'll play on harder for this run, and we'll do it like this. This might be too defensive of a ship. We'll see. I do generally like type A, but we could also start by just pulling a couple of basic shots. Yeah, you know what? Let me do that. I guess, you know what? I'm going to remove a basic shot and a basic block. Hey, Books. Hi, Mr. Dizzy. Those crystal shards you carry around all the time. Can I see one? Sure thing. What for? I just wanted to hold it up against this device. It's called a Geiger counter. Okay, phew, all good. Here's your crystal back. Yay! Books is remarkably not curious about what was going on there. Okay, no first turn... what do you call it? No first turn crystal shards for me. I think... Do we want to completely cover... Yeah, let's just completely cover the damage. Definitely want to get this rolling. Oh, how I've missed Scramble. Do I want to do damage here? Yeah, I guess so, because we have Mage Hand. Maybe like Mage Hand basic dodge. Have slightly more efficient damage output than just 1 per energy. So let's... Basic shot... Block shot prevents us from taking any damage at all. I guess we may as well shield surge it too. Okay, reshuffled the deck and immediately drew the thing again. 2 damage. We are, like, desperate for damage abilities. We need to place extremely high priority on any card that deals above average damage output. Alright, we'll just stand here and tank this because I just want to keep shooting. The only way we can lose is by not shooting. Okay, I guess I'll just grab an extra unpolished crystal early on here. That feels like a pretty neutral play. And let's go up top and get some artifacts and stuff. Okay, a minefield. I think we can afford to take the HP here to have a look and see if we can get stuff, if we can get something interesting. Shards to max at the start of each combat is interesting. We don't really need rock collection. I think rock collection is just kind of like a worse version of Resonance Fork. I mean, I guess you get to block 2 shots with the rocks, but that's not necessary. Yeah. And like Crosslink's good. We've definitely taken Crosslink before, and I think Resonance Fork is one of the artifacts that we have not yet marked in the codex. Okay. Well, you are already annoying. I do so hate this ship. Let's just dump damage on it as much as possible on the turns when we can safely do so. Shield Surge is going to cover... Honestly, I think we probably are... We're not going to be able to do any meaningful damage here, so... Yeah, if I shoot, the left edge of the ship is going to end up here. I guess let's just Shield Surge and get the other unpolished crystal established. Okay, so basic dodge lets me shoot, but it's also going to guarantee that I take damage. It's like every X turns, there's a turn where it doesn't gain any auto dodge, and I guess we're just going to like pounce on it at that moment. Yeah, I guess I'll stay put. Let's hold on to the evade, because the evade will at least allow us to deal damage in some situations. But if we chase this thing, we are definitely putting ourselves in position to take a lot more damage than we deal. Annoyingly enough. I think I'm just banking until we get one of those turns where it doesn't... Okay, so this next turn it won't gain any auto dodge. It doesn't have any buffs coming in. We can actually just get to the point where I can withstand for damage here. I think that's going to be the plan, and then we will... Okay, let him move and get him as much as it is possible to get him. It's not really all that much, sadly. Okay, he still didn't actually gain any auto dodge. Yeah, offense. We are short offense. Is deflection good enough? No, I don't think so. Not at all. I'm never gonna go easy on you guys. Yeah. All right, so this isn't too bad. We can bear the heat here. It is really nice starting with the ability to do full value mage hand. Guess we'll just block shot. Do I bank evade or do we get rid of the corrupted core? It's probably bank evade. Although honestly, I don't feel like we're being put under all that much pressure right now. Like if we're not afraid to take a point of damage somewhere eventually from the heat. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit uglier. So with only 2 points of evasion, I mean, we only need 1 point of evasion to get to a better spot. Shoot you. Alright, can I deal 4 damage this turn? Sadly cannot. 3. 3 damage is the amount that I will deal. Yeah, that's a real shame. Right now, the only way that we can deal 4 damage in a turn, though, is to draw the Mage Hand plus 2 other attacks, which is really rough. Launch is pretty fun. And it is a single, like, it's a low-cost card that doesn't really gum up your draws because it retains and it exhausts when you play it. I'm going to take the catch. See if we can find a way to use it. I did not mean to do that. I just... little hand twitch there. I don't think this is what I would have chosen had I read it before clicking, but also it is an artifact that we've never had before, so we're filling stuff out in the codex at least. And it's not... I don't think it's bad. Alright, let's get these turned into crystal shards in our deck, and I think, like... just do that. Draw shot, there we go. Show me that Mage Hand. Gosh, you have a lot of HP there, sir. This is going to take all day. Keep drawing that. Really looking for that Mage Hand. I'm just trying so hard to grind damage output. I think in this fight we have to prioritize damage whenever we can get it, basically. Alright, Mage Hand is helpful. And then I suppose we can get rid of Corrupted Core. So this might not be a terrible time to evade. I mean, we could also just like totally accept the damage here. Kind of think I'm going to do that. We're in front of the weak point of the enemy ship. This is only... it's only 5 damage. If I move over, it's only 4. Well, I guess if I'm moving, I may as well spend the extra point of evade. But I was thinking, like, we build shield very quickly, actually. Shield is relatively low in value, and perhaps I should, in fact, have just taken the shot. We don't usually play that way, so it does feel a little strange. Okay, we definitely Mage Hand here. Okay, that's a card with damage on it. So I kind of want to take Charge Beam with the intention of upgrading it to Charge Beam B and just like focus on really tearing through the deck as fast as possible. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, Crosslink versus Jettison Hatch. I mean, it's got to be Crosslink, right? So this will catch the mid-raw object in front of the missile base. We can steal his first missile on this coming turn. It's a shame I don't have any piercing damage. I guess let's make sure we get rid of this. Do we want to... Let's start with the draw shot. Like, how much effort do I want to put into turning on these crystals versus banking more scramble to get away from all of the missiles that are about to be played? I guess we want to get the crystals turned into shards so that we can... I don't know why I'm drawing off of them. We don't need to do that. Alright, let's catch this thing and then just release it. I think that'll be useful enough. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Charge Beam and also the basic shot. Like, we're very close to a kill now. Okay, there it is, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even have to wait for the drone. Swizzle shift is fine. Vamoose is way too expensive to be fine. At 3 cost, a card has to be either good or bad. Alright, well, not necessarily the best opening hand. That helps. We're sitting right across from this, you want to make use of it. How does the cross link work? Is it magic? Yeah, I mean, all of this technology is hot nonsense, so... Oh, right, this is that thing. Well, then I should probably get the hell out of the way. Yeah, I just totally spaced on that. You know what? Let's do the Crystal Shard. Again, we're just like taking cards out of our deck effectively. More frequent shuffles. What a time to draw a thing. All right, let's step over here. At least we're generating a lot of evade. Here at 8. You know what? I'll play the charge beam. Okay, we should be very... I was going to say very close here, but never mind. We got it. I really do need to heal up at some point. Stun Source is pretty cool. Stun Source is pretty cool, huh? We can't really play it right now, but we'll be able to either upgrade it or just get to 4 energy eventually, and this is very good once you can play it. The Stun Calibrator gets us a stun on the second shot of each turn. All of Dizzy's card attacks deal +1 damage. Right now, that's just block shot, but it will be stun source as well. And that could lean us very much in that direction. I do like the stun calibrator an awful lot, though, and I don't know, we do not yet have good knowledge of what kind of damage cards we're going to have revealed to us. That said, I think I am going to cut some basic shot. Maybe I should have pursued upgrades first. Now these crystals, I have a theory about them, but it's kind of stupid. Go ahead. I think they're sort of like the time loop's immune system. Like, we're nasty little germs that broke space-time, and it's trying to get rid of us. Interesting. What else? Again, apologies for the twitchy hand. What evidence do we have to back that up? Oh, absolutely none. Interesting to note that there are more crystals than there were during the last fight. Well, I guess let's start out with the mage hand. May as well draw shot, cancel that. And let's get this rolling. Obviously, this time we're going to hold on to the charge beam for quite a while longer. Yeah, let's draw a shot. Let's see if we can find ourselves another source of damage. We cannot. Well, let's bank some evade, I guess. The crosslink's doing a pretty admirable job, though. I think I'm going to scoot over here. We'll just cancel some intense. I am feeling a little bit more in control than I often do. I think we can afford to just take the damage on this, especially since we are playing Mage Hand. Do I want a Crystal Shard? Yeah, I guess so. Drawing the basic attack is kind of like getting it out of the way. That's mostly what this is about. Sure. Give me more stuff. Okay, 6. I mean, it's starting to get there. Okay, well that's a little inconvenient. Just don't get a second attack this turn. I guess we may as well run all the way over here. Look at this cowardice. Anything interesting? How about 600 crystal shards? Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll just scoot back out of the way, I guess. We have an awful lot of evade. The turn when we were finally in position to make good use of the stun calibrator, and it's just like, oh, actually, what if you killed the enemy? What if the enemy was simply dead? Okay, shoot people for your current shield level. I think, have to take a card that is an attack. Yeah, it's as complicated as that gets. So, energy, but trash. Every time you gain any shield, gain 1 temp shield. Or, oh, well, I mean, we gotta take glass cannon, right? Yeah, I don't know that that's negotiable. It's too powerful. Cat, I've been analyzing these crystals some more. And? They resonate at the same frequency as the cosmic background radiation of this pocket universe. And each loop, that frequency is increasing. Exponentially. Well, is that good or bad? I don't know. But it suggests that these loops aren't infinite. They have to have an end. Okay. Do you need to hold that crystal while explaining this? Yes. Don't, listen. If it makes him happy, that keeps him from annoying the rest of us. Alright. Do not get shot in the gun. Let's see if we can find a couple of attacks. It looks like the answer is no. Can I find any attacks? I got one. Okay, well, guess we'll just step over here. Kind of annoying. Yeah, do this. May as well shield gun. It's a very expensive single point of damage. Alright, good time for the mage hand. You are on 8 health. So I think also, not a terrible time for the charge beam. Shield gun currently doesn't consider temporary shield, but I think that's definitely the direction we're going to upgrade it into. I don't know that I want another block shot. So we can't get more than one elite here. The routes through the elites are basically, they're very close to identical. So I guess we'll just do whatever. Yeah, just step out of the way for this turn. Do I want a stun source? I'm going to prevent this missile launch. I think that makes a little bit more sense. And then, yeah, shield gun's doing all right. I think we can afford to take the one. I'd rather bank the evade. And then you just make me come back over here. Very annoying stuff. Alright, we can terminate the missile launch again. The next time we draw Charge Beam, we will probably play it. Yeah, one thing I do like about this deck is that we're tearing through it really quickly. So if we do pick up something good, I feel like it's something we will see a ton of. I guess let's go ahead and turn this into a shard, even though we don't necessarily want to play a shard right now. Yeah, 6 will do. 6 is sufficient. I don't like Whiplash, I think. Yeah, I don't think I want this. As much as it is 2 damage for a single energy, which is cool. And eventually 3 damage for a single energy. It's just too... It's too iffy as a card. Although, I guess... Strafe is in our... is in our set, right? Like, we could pull a Strafe. I don't know. Taking a common that's kind of dodgy because you might find the right rare later feels a little silly, I guess. So we don't really need to. I think I'm gonna take the upgrade now. I think I want to do this. I want to be able to actually deal some damage the turn I play Stun Source. And if it is removing a threat when we do it, I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier to play it. You know what? No way. A normal fight will be fine. Thanks. I appreciate what you're saying and all. So here's a great example. Way better if we can just immediately cancel that. And now we can stun the entire holy hell out of him every turn. Probably want this running. Yeah, it's another card we gotta remember to take an upgrade for. Alright, put the brittle part of your ship directly in front of me. I agree, that's a brilliant plan. Okay, it's only 2 damage, but I guess it's like almost exactly the same as doing it in any other way. 2 energy is going to tend to turn into 2 damage. And you are on 6, so... Sorry about that, honorable old friend. Okay, overflowing power is like really good with the resource layout we have right now, right? Okay, I'm gonna play the overflowing power first. We're gonna block shot into shield gun so I don't take any damage. Shield gun even more effective than it sounds like it will be. I kind of don't want to play stun source here, I think. Let's... I don't know, move over here. So it doesn't really matter where we end up. That's an awkward card to draw at this moment. I think what I'm going to do is just, like, hard scramble, basically. We're just going to entirely leave the area of combat. Alright. That is a little bit of a bummer. Obviously, given that we can't do any shooting. We can do this. That gets us a little bit of evasion. But that little bit of evasion doesn't actually help anything, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some damage. Okay, this is a better situation. May as well shield surge as well. It is still sometimes an awful lot of incoming damage. Charge beam is 7 now. Let's hope to draw some more damage. Okay, that is some more damage. No, it's not. I can't play that. Never mind. Well, we can't activate our other stun thing either here because of the fact that I can't reliably draw a second attack. So as things stand right now, this is too much damage. This gets it more under control. Certainly not under control. Taking a remarkable amount of damage here. Alright, well, the good news is at least this time we definitely can get our stun off. So that's nice. And we have 2 energy left. Would it be better to do this than to scramble? Probably not. Gotta stay one step ahead of this thing on speed. Alright, it only has 4 HP now. There's no reason I can't do 4 HP in a turn. I'm a little concerned about the rate at which we are taking damage. Lose all shard for each attack for 2 damage. I think we're going to skip these rewards. I don't think that's compelling enough. Even more energy sometimes, you know, honestly. Healing after each combat is definitely relevant as well, though. Yeah, more energy is more good. We got to find some better ways of using some of it. And energy back every time you play a 3+ energy card. I think I actually am going to take the photon condenser. And I maybe should have taken it before. Is that one of the crew stuck in that crystal? We might be able to get them out. But we don't have room for more in here. One of y'all have to go into cryostasis again. I do some of my best thinking while asleep. Alright, who's it going to be? Drake will be fine. They'll be fine. What a scintillating conclusion. How'd you come up with that one? Alright, getting that established on the first turn feels pretty good. So I guess let's start by sliding this way. And then we're really hoping to draw... There we go. Just some more evasion is all it really took. Yeah, I guess we want to just turn off this missile launch and then we slide back over. It is nice having the this is for sure a catch. Then we can slide over here and block shot. I started to say something there. This is the and I don't remember. Don't remember what where I thought I was going with that. Ah, well, it can't have been important, and my logic there is I was the one saying it. So you have 7 HP now. We can do draw shot into shield gun. Yeah, there's no kill here. But we can still get some stuff accomplished. Pretty hard not to play that. Yeah, and then we don't have to move or do anything here. No real damage to the ship, and then we just slam dunk anything off the top. Didn't have to be charge beam, but charge beam did show up, and I do appreciate that. Do I want another draw shot? It does accelerate the rate at which we get through the cards. I think I'm gonna skip it. We probably don't need a second one. So let's turn up the charge beam. Yeah. It's cool that it becomes free as well. Alright, enough, stupid rigs. Enough. You're just some weird time echo or something. Like a sick cosmic joke, and it's not funny. Well, I'm pretty sure we're both real. I think we're both just rigs. Oh, that is so much worse. Okay, well... This isn't like exactly the ideal situation for stun source, but it's not terrible. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. So that is going to leave us in position to take a real damage, but also now we have double stuns. Alright, let's draw this. We don't actually have to charge beam. Maybe I'm better off just playing the scramble. I'm gonna bank the scramble. All right, the charge beam's free. What am I talking about? Of course we're playing it. Playing free cards is a critical part of our strategy. I've decided all of a sudden. So we'd have to move over twice. We have to move left twice to get out of the missiles. Did that, we're putting ourselves in range of some kind of annoying stuff. I think it should be fine. Let's do an overflowing power. Let's do a shield surge. And then there's no reason not to move over. We can stun this out. Oh, right, the missile plus the guns. Yeah, it's a lot of damage in total. Alright, draw shot, charge beam. I think I just play scramble again. So always make sure we're banking evasion. Not that that has stopped me from getting murdered so far. Alright. Crystal shard me. So like this is a little awkward. I think we got a mage hand to get rid of one of these. And then shield got the other one off. Feels like such overkill. And then I probably want to shield surge just so we don't take any actual damage here. Well, I guess if I move over again, it's only 3 damage. Yeah. But we do kind of want to be on this side, even though Riggs is going to, I'm sure, readjust in a really frustrating way no matter how I position myself. You know what? This is workable, at least. Definitely remove the corrupted core. There's this nice little space inside the pattern that we can nestle ourselves into. Okay. I think this time we just scoot all the way over here right away so that we can blow this up and still have a stun charge left. We could cancel some of this nonsense. No, let's take the block shot here. Do I want to unwrap the other crystal. Kind of think I just want to play Scramble. I think that's better for our long-term health. Okay, overflowing power is actually letting us overflow our power this turn, which is fantastic. Turn off one of these as well. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So where are you at now? 9? We're getting close to being able to just blow them up. We're not there quite yet. But the fact that we get to do this over and over again is definitely, it's helping. Actually, we totally are there, aren't we? Yeah, okay. It's a little messy perhaps, but we're mostly back in good shape. Oh, the corrosion beam. It is very difficult to pass on the corrosion beam, so we won't. Yeah, it's not exactly rocket surgery. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, which we have several times so far, your wings retract and become empty until your turn starts. That feels very strong. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter Wings I think is the way to go. It is actually going to be really nice to be able to decrease our size that way. Alright, draw some cards. Looking for a second attack to pull off. Charge Beam will do it. Hit the overflowing power. Hit the basic dodge. Okay. May as well corrode them. I really like this thing where we are constantly canceling their attacks. Alright, Mage Hand into a cancel shield gun. We're going to Corrupted Core and then end turn with an energy up. Ooh, look at that. Maneuvers. I've got a few. Unfortunately, we don't have as easy of a time. Well, I guess we don't need to. We can make that happen and also still charge beam and also still have evasion left over. Because it turns out crosslink is like totally bananas. Oh, come on. Show me a damage card. Okay, charge beam was a good draw. I should play the overflowing power. Let's charge beam you and then just let the shot go clean through the wings. So you have 6 HP left. Pretty decent odds we get this. I guess not. Well, I mean, the corrosion, you know. The corrosion will get you there eventually. Lose 2 max shield capacity for 6 temp shield feels terrible. I'm going to take a quick thinking. With caffeine rush and stuff, and the crosslink, obviously, we're generating a lot of passive evade very quickly, and I think that is what's going to keep us alive on this run that is honestly is pretty like fine. As we have bonus energy, we have reliable bonus energy, and that is a big deal. But it's not like I'm using it for anything particularly great. The wings are cool, I guess. But yeah, that's all right. It's a pretty good outcome for the episode considering the circumstances. I'm going to call it right there. And when you come back next time, we will be commemorating probably the last flight of the old Artemis here, and unlocking our final new ship type. I'm excited. I hope that it will be interesting enough to hold us up through the remaining 6 runs. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.